Ever since the patent expired for the Benchmade Axis lock, everyone has been making their version. Now, there have been some very good ones. I know Hogue has a great one, but there are a few that really stand up to what Benchmade is still putting out. I think this is one of them. My name is Brad, and welcome back to Screaminpirate EDC. So what are we taking a look at today? This is going to be the newest offering from Knafs, and this is from the mind of Ben Peterson, and really interesting, the Lander 3. Now, this is a little bit smaller than some of the other offerings, and there are a few differences from, I believe, the Lander 1 and 2, and we'll go into those in a moment. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and head top down and take a closer look at the Lander 3. And we are top down with the Lander 3. Now, I'm going to go ahead and have some specs up on the screen. We are looking at a 2.75 inch blade, which is really nice for a smaller EDC in my opinion. We also have a deep carry pocket clip, not surprising coming out of Knafs and Ben Peterson here. So obviously, Ben, he has said in the past, he likes being able to take his finger, stretch out, and basically almost touch the tip of the knife. Works really well in a large glove. Now, another cool thing that they are doing is there is the CAD file for these scales on their website. So if anybody else is super creative and wants to do wood scales, etc., the CAD file is available. I really do like that. Now, what differentiates this from the other knives in their lineup? This is the exact same size as the Lander 1, but the blade is S35VN, and this is using Kaiser's clutch lock, which is their version of the Benchmade Axis lock, which they can do, as I was saying, since the patent has expired. So really nice, super smooth, really impressed with the clutch lock so far. So we have that out of the way. Let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. This is a very new knife. They just started shipping from the Kickstarter, I believe, and these are currently available on Knafs.com. So let's throw some knives up here to do some comparisons. First up, one is not released yet, but I know you guys are really excited about it. This is going to be the Pork Belly from Bad Habits Manufacturing. After that is a very popular smaller knife, and this is going to be the Spyderco Dragonfly. So the Lander 3 is bigger than both of these. After that, let's go ahead and take out some really popular knives in the quote smaller category. I wouldn't call them small, but they are technically not full-size EDCs. This is going to be a small Sebenza. There you go, a little bit smaller than a small Sebenza. Let me go and hold that up for you guys. That is a little bit far away. There you go. Tuck the Sebenza out of the way. And then after that, have to show it against the ever popular Benchmade Bugout. So it is smaller than a Bugout. There you go. And then finally, I think these two are the biggest competitors, I think, this year. This is going to be the Baby Banter. There you go, bigger than a Baby Banter. And then finally, my favorite small knife came out this year, is still my favorite small knife. I think there are still a few available. This is going to be the Basset Hound from Knafs. These are very close. I was very surprised. So before I go any further with my opinions, I'm going to go ahead and have my wife hop on here with you guys and just talk about why she likes this knife and what she's comparing it to. I know that she really liked the Basset Hound, and since she has smaller hands, I figured hers would be a good perspective.
All right, guys. So you guys know from the last time I was here that I really like my Baby Banter. That has been my go-to for a long time until, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it, Basset Hound video. This one really got me. I liked a lot of stuff about this knife. But now, the Lander 3, that's nice. That's really nice. I can easily close it. I can open it with that or with the lock. It's the right length to shore up in my palm there to be able to do that. A lot of knives I can't. They're either too long or too short, so that's nice. I personally just really like the color. Not as important a detail, but I like it. But one thing I have noticed especially versus the Baby Banter, is the texturing on the scales here is not quite as grippy as it is on the Baby Banter, just a hair less on the Lander 3 here. So if I had one request to make, it would be that this would be a little bit grippier, and then it would be really good for me for, say, yard work or, you know, Amazon Box Warrior. But yeah, I think this is a great knife, and I might be stealing it a little bit.
So hopefully that was informative to you guys. Obviously, I wear a large glove. She is smaller than me, so, you know, I thought that would be informative. But you were able to see these next to those knives and how they fit for her. I think the biggest comparison for me this year, as they are both releases this year, is going to be the Basset Hound versus the Lander 3. Now, obviously, they are in very different price categories. You are looking at over $300, $300 to $375 on the Basset Hound, and your Lander 3 is $125. So very, very different. Now, with that being said, I think if you have the $125, this is an excellent offering from Knafs. My wife is literally shaking her head yes at me, guys. Yeah, I think this is an outstanding gift for anyone, you know, even if you wear a larger glove, because there you go. It even fits in my hand. I kind of have to wrap my pinky around the back. If I have a few complaints here, I hate the clip. I don't like most clips, but this one just kind of, especially when my hand is here, if I really bear down, it just bites into my hand, big old mark on my hand. It's not comfortable for me. It just doesn't do anything for me. I like that it's reversible. That's nice. Blade shape is fine. It's a neutral blade shape. I would like a sheep's foot, but again, it's all personal preference. I do think the clutch lock is really nicely done from Kaiser. Now, actuation is good. It is, you know, that Axis style, so there basically is no damn detent, so you can just sling that open, just for you to be aware of. This does fit really nicely in like a fifth pocket. I don't know that it wins out over other knives like the, I don't know, the Dragonfly or the Baby Banter for a fifth pocket knife, but it does fit there. Really great backup knife for me. Now, if you want to see more on the Lander 3, go ahead and head over to knafs.com, or feel free to let me know, and I would love to take some more photos of this. Really is a good offering coming out of Knafs. I do like the $125 price point for the S35. Yeah, overall, really nice to see from them. Go check them out.